What's up, guys? Headed out on another scouting trip. Gotta hop over that ridge back there in the background. Been back there probably 3-4 years ago. Used to see a bunch of elk, bear, deer, full of wildlife. So scouting it out as a backup area for this year. Gonna camp right up on top. Glass in the morning, glass in the evening. Beautiful weather this time. Supposed to be some precipitation later tonight. Don't think it'll be anywhere near as wet as last week. Alright, better get moving. Sun's almost setting behind the mountain. There is snow where I plan to put my tent. Set my door up so I can look out over all this. Better get to it before I lose light, so still take the glass. Tent set up in the wind. This is my first time out with this tent. Set it up in the backyard. Definitely not designed. So I have to decide what I'm going to do. Since my tent broke, I need to figure out what I'm going to do tonight. I can either go home, go sleep in the truck, and hike up early, but I don't want to sleep down there and walk up again. I can sleep on my sleeping pad and sleeping bag, wrap myself in my fly, in this little flat spot in the rocks out of the wind. That way I don't blow away at night. I just gotta hope there's no precipitation. I mean, I could wake up at 1 in the morning and be getting rained on and then have to pack up and bail back to the truck. Pretty miserable. I guess we're just gonna cross our fingers and hope for the best. What do I got for dinner tonight? Cuban coconut rice and black beans. Should be tasty. Get something warm in my belly before I gotta go lay on the ground. I'm not too worried about just laying on the ground, except for the rocks won't be comfortable. Just the wind beating right on my body, and hopefully there's no moisture. So some cloud cover moving in. Doesn't look horrible. Hoping for a dry night. The best part is I didn't glass up an elk tonight, so I better see one tomorrow morning. But if I don't, that's how it goes. It's just a training hike. Training for life. Gotta make myself tougher by sleeping on that dirt patch. If it's dry, it won't be that big a deal, minus the rocks. But if it starts raining in the middle of the night, might be a scramble. Running back in my rain gear to the truck. That won't be fun. But, you know, adventure happens when something goes wrong. And I'm always looking for adventure, it looks like. On the verge of that Type 3 fun. Always right in there. Type 2. Trying to test the limit, see where you get to Type 3. Hopefully I don't find Type 3 too soon. It's usually pretty disastrous. My bed. Just tucked right in the rocks. I know it's real hard to see. Let's see. Hoping for a dry night. It's morning. Didn't rain last night, which is awesome. Wasn't the most comfortable night. It was a little bit cold. Just laying in the rocks did not make it great. Like, it's literally just rocks. I found a little flat spot in the dirt. Everyone might wonder why I slept on the rocks instead of on the grass where I was trying to set up my tent. But without a windbreak of the mountain, if I just laid up there on the grass and got pummeled by the wind, even though it calmed down, I still would have been breezy. It probably would have been like 10-15 degree temperature difference than getting out of the wind. So I had to come on, I don't know, was it leeward or windward? Which one's which? I had to come on the out of the wind side of the mountain, which means that I'm in the rocks because the flat spot is still covered in snow. Got my my camp behind me. Wasn't the worst, wasn't the best. I am sore from laying in the rocks. It was not entirely flat. My sleeping pad also deflates like every couple hours, and I cannot find the pinhole. I might need to buy a new one instead of just dealing with it, because I've been pretty much just slept right on the ground. Time to look for elk. Alright, glassed up 3 elk. Down on the bottom over there, down in that grass patch. I'm so glad I found elk. Looks like it's only 3 cows, but elk are elk. I'm gonna keep glassing and see what else I can find. There's a lot of land in here. Glassed up a few more. 2 across the way, a spike like right down in front of me. Another cow came out. Oh, it looks like another couple more elk came out. Looks like a herd might be coming out into that field. I came back over here, make some tea, warm myself up. I didn't bring a hot breakfast today, which I kind of regret now. I wish I had something warm to put inside of me, but I got some tea to drink. That'll be nice. So the spike is right down here. The cows are there. More came out over here, and there's a couple over here. I cannot tell any antlers except for the spike right in front of me. It's time to keep looking. I can hear the elk making noise down there. The cow and calf are mewing to each other. I don't know if you heard that. The calf is super tiny. It's like she got dropped late or something. A couple of them sounded like the start of a bugle. I don't know. Maybe that young one's getting experimental. I mean, the season's only a couple weeks away. This is an awesome basin. I've seen 200 head of elk in here. Moose, bear, ermine, deer. Saw a black fox. There's only 7 elk that I saw today, though. So I'll keep it as a backup spot for sure. Alright, found 8 elk. 1 was a calf. 2 are spikes. Now that the sun's out, gotta pack up my stuff and get out of here. It's nice to be in the sun, nice and warm after that night. But gonna go down, shoot my rifle, get it sighted in. Been shooting my bow so much, been ignoring my rifle, so time to spend some time with that, even though archery season's right around the corner. And then go meet some friends at the hot springs. Be a nice day. Looking forward to those hot springs after laying on the cold, hard ground. Those rocks are not comfortable at all. My back's a little tight. Alright, pretty much all packed up. So glad the sun is out. It's so nice. Almost forgot one thing though. Since there's a snowbank over here, I decided to put my second beer in it to keep it cold. Never ended up drinking it because the tent broke. And I was okay with just drinking 1 beer before I got into bed. But nothing like a breakfast beer. Just kidding. I have to walk down and drive and then shoot. But I will save this for after I'm done shooting my rifle. I picked up a 270 short mag that I want to get sighted in. Been shooting a .6 for the last few years. I want to just flatten my trajectory and extend my range a little bit based on the terrain that I usually hunt. Alright, pack's all packed up. Time to get out of here. On the way out, luckily this trail isn't too bad. I ran into one guy when I was dropping down, going in to scout for goats. So they saw a fair amount a couple weeks ago. I've seen him in here when I was elk hunting also. It's crazy to be sitting there glassing and have goats run past you. Elk live in all kinds of places. Just got my target set right behind me there. Now I'm going to get out my rifle. All I've done is mount the scope on there so far.
So I still need to, I don't have a bore sighter. So what I have to do is shoot from really close and adjust my crosshairs till I'm hitting it, and I'll slowly back up so I can get sighted in at 100 yards. This isn't going to be like the one and only. This at least get me where I need to be, and I can shoot off the bench in a controlled environment. It's not really windy out here today, just a slight breeze, but it'll be fun. I'm glad it's a little overcast, not too hot. I know it's such a different complaint than this morning when I was freezing cold, glad for the sun, but lose a bunch of elevation. Welcome to Colorado. Huge temperature swings. All right, I'm gonna walk up to the target so you can see bolt is open, so I am safe. Did one shot at 25 yards because I've never shot this before. Just mounted the scope on there, and it is not bad at all. Let's check out this. Boom. All right, so now I'll move back to 100 and see where I hit at 100, start making some adjustments. I'm anticipating I'm only gonna have to move my elevation up slightly. Shot the rifle for the first time, got on paper, tried a few different loads. Pretty impressed with one of the groups. I mean, it's not off a bench, I'm off a tripod or a bipod and a sleeping bag, but it turned out well. The nozzlers and the Federals, and then just getting on paper and shooting my .6 to let the barrel cool. Impressed with the rifle so far. Man, it's hot out here. Finished shooting the rifles. Now it's time to go meet my friends at the hot springs. Nice weekend. It's only Saturday afternoon. It's only noon actually. Lunchtime Saturday. Got a bunch of stuff done. Scouted for elk, found some elk, got a rifle sighted in. Not in the city. That's always a plus. What a difference in scenery. Up in goat country scouting for elk this morning, and I'm in the prairie seeing pronghorn everywhere, shooting a long range rifle. Gotta love Colorado. Different weather, different environments, all on the same day. Oh, this is gonna be a big bump coming up here. So I'm driving this old Toyota, first generation Tacoma, rolled over to 300,000. Still going strong. Just got home from the hot springs. What a long day. Got a lot of stuff packed into one day, and I still have a whole day tomorrow. Maybe I'll start doing some food prep. Get my dehydrated meals going for the backcountry. That's always a process. Make something, sits in the dehydration tray for like 20 hours. All right, I'm tired. Time to get to bed.